evening, everyone, and welcome along to another RWA Productions podcast with myself, Bradley Young. Alongside me is Jack Lincoln. Say good evening, Jack.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening to Paul as well, Paul Wilson.
Good evening, everybody.
And our guest from Rotherham United, we've got Matt Lax on from Rotherham United's podcast, New York Talk. Say good evening, everyone, Matt.
Good evening, guys. How you doing?
So, obviously, everyone knows what the result is, Sunderland fans-wise, but you Rotherham fans, I bet you'd be happy. 2-1, the final score was last night. Matt, how did you think it went last night for you? Did you think it went all right?
We played all right. Yeah, we weren't spectacular. I think we did a good job of stopping you guys. There were still a lot of areas for improvement. We scored when we scored 1-0. Our keepers had to pull a stunning save off not to make it 1-1. So there's loads and loads of improvement areas for us. But in where we are in league, a huge 3 points against a team we probably didn't expect to get 3 points against at the start of the game. So 3 points and quite a lot of room for improvement for us. So from that point of view, it's pretty good. Pretty happy.
Jack, obviously you're a Sunderland fan like myself and Paul. From a Sunderland's point of view, how did you think it went last night?
Very disappointing, to be fair. With the form we're in, I would expect we'd at least get a draw, to be fair. But the Rotherham came out, got 2 goals. We got a goal back, wasn't enough. We fought at the very end, but couldn't get the second goal. So it was very unlucky.
Yeah. Exactly. Paul, how did you think it went last night? Apparently, the referee wasn't too good. You were saying before to me.
Well, I was down there, and to be honest, I wasn't happy with that referee. To be honest with you, first time we've actually had him, and I wasn't happy with him whatsoever. Like I said to you, Brad, Tony Mowbray changed the formation. I don't know why. The changes, I was okay with the team he brought in, but he missed some key players out that squad. Try Hume should have started. I don't know why he was dropped to the bench. Patrick Roberts, the same, because a lot of people around me was calling for Roberts to actually start the game, because when Roberts came on, we changed that game.
Massively when Patrick Roberts came on, we half changed the game. And obviously I understand how you're saying about Trey Hume as well. I think he should have started last night as well for us.
Yeah, he should have.
Also, RGLS, I think he should have started as well, to be honest with you. Because I don't know the reason why Mowbray made that many changes last night, because half of them, if you're a winning team, you would stick to that same squad for the next game. You wouldn't change a winning team, obviously. That's the saying in the matter. You wouldn't change a winning team.
I think Mowbray actually wanted to, go the way like Rotherham play. I think that's the way he wanted to do it, but I thought it was the wrong changes, to be honest.
Matt, were you at the game last night?
I was, yeah.
What was your thoughts on the referee last night? Did you think he was quite bad?
I think he just in generally was poor, yeah. Well, we could have had a couple of penalties in first half. Both would have been probably just about justified. I thought he managed the game poorly as well. There was an instant where Hugel got fouled or I think it was from the possibly from the penalty, and the referee didn't manage it properly, so Hugel's just got annoyed and fouled somebody and got booked. Well, the referee could have stopped that to start with. I think for a Premier League referee, I thought his game management was really, really poor. I think second half he was better than the first half, but the bar was quite low from the first half, to be honest with you. But yeah, in general, especially for a Premier League referee, I was really, really disappointed. I expected better.
I've heard as well that was it Ferguson, Paul, or was it who was scored the second goal again for Rotherham? Ferguson and I forgot his name. Rathbone.
Yeah, it was Rathbone.
Well, one of them two, I think it was Ferguson. He got fouled in the box by Dennis Serkin. And I thought that was a penalty claim as well, to be fair. Not going to lie against any Sunderland fans who was watching, but I thought Rotherham were desperate there for a penalty, but the referee obviously didn't give it. Have a look in the live chat before we move on. Got Lauren Kenny saying hi, everyone. You all right there, Lauren? How you doing?
Hello.
Good evening, all. Says Vanessa. Evening, Vanessa. How are you? We've got fellas from Amsterdam. How we're feeling? Yeah, we're not feeling too bad, Matt. Amph yourself. 2 games of stress-free for Rotherham, says Amph. We need to perform better against Coventry City, who last won a trophy in 2017, which was the AFL trophy, unfortunately. They were relegated to League 2, but bounced back the following season. Tony Mowbray's returns to his former side, who he managed from 2015 to 16. He got replaced by Russell Slade in the role, who himself got replaced by Mark Robbins, who was there today. Interesting. We have no choice really to change the team, playing 2 games a week for the past few weeks. Exactly. That's a bit odd. You should always be changing the match or better a team you come against, says Amph. He was shy for both sides. Hi lads, I'm not going to come on tonight because I've just put me tea. No problem, Casey, that's fine.
Hi, Casey.
Look, when I assaulted the Rotherham player in the box.
Yeah, he did, actually.
I've seen that as well. Because I'm literally starving for food. Paul, are you going to Cov? I don't think he is going to Cov. No.
Lauren, I wouldn't step anywhere near Coventry. No chance. It's on telly anyway, so it's the best thing.
It's not Coventry, it's called Covpot because we can't even fill the whole stadium. That's what it is. We're absolutely terrible in shape in the first half. Apparently, is a case, yeah, we were actually quite shocking in the first half, to be fair. We couldn't even string passes together. We'll keep losing the ball. Dan Neil, my God. The amounts of times I actually defend him, but last night I couldn't, to be honest. I seen the amount of times he lost the ball with Mishuk as well. Mishuk wasn't even tracking back last night, Paul. Did you not see it? He wasn't even tracking back.
To be honest, I was calling for him to come off at half time. I'm pleased he did mind. Because for me, Mitchell was actually watching the ball a lot. I noticed during the performance.
Anyways, both sides, Sunderland's got Coventry on Saturday. And let's have a look, 2 seconds. And Rotherham has got Swansea on Monday evening on the 27th. I think that's on TV. I think because it's an 8 o'clock kickoff.
Lucky everybody else that. Get to watch that.
To be honest, I haven't got nothing else to do in my spare time. I most likely give that a watch, to be fair. See how you guys get on. Obviously, out of the relegation zone as well, Matt, so I bet you'll be happy with that. You're 20th. So.
Yeah, 5 points clear relegation zone. We're now only 2 points off Birmingham, so we're very close to dragging another team down there with us, which the more teams down there, the better, obviously, because there's less chance of us being one of the bottom 3. Swansea's recent form's horrific. I think they've won 3 times in loads, and they were against Cardiff, Blackpool, and Huddersfield, I think, before they had the change.
Lost last night.
Lost last night as well, after being in a really good position. So it's another opportunity. We're only maybe 3 or 4 wins away from survival, realistically. We're in 36 points, something like that. 45 will probably do it, maybe a little bit more. I think April we've got West Brom, Norwich, and Burnley or something like that. So we need to get the points in the bank before April.
Exactly.
But yeah, if we there's still levels that for me before we got the first goal last night, we were aimless. We were just pumping ball along to Hugo and hoping for the best. It was really, really poor. The goal then settled us down. So we've got a lot of work to do to just do that from the start. And that's easier said than done, maybe. But that first 20 minutes was not good enough. And that if you were more on it, if Sunderland were more on it last night, we'd have been put to sword, and we'd end up losing that game. So we've got to step it up against everybody.
To be fair, I actually quite enjoyed watching your players. Do you know the diagonal balls from left to right? They actually played quite well doing them.
Yeah,
but I can't even do that.
Yeah, I mean we're at home, so maybe they're trying to impose themselves a little bit more. we're very, 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 very brittle with confidence. I mean, the manager spoke about this. We haven't got a single point from a losing position this season. So if we'd have gone behind, we'd have, the stats tell you that we would have probably lost the game. But then when the goal went in, it calmed down a little bit. When the second one went, it calmed down a bit. Obviously, when it went to 2-1, the panic stations came out. But there's lots to be positive from. Most importantly, 3 points. I mean, we could have played garbage and 1-2-1. I wouldn't really be bothered because it's a win and we're desperate for those points. But we played Coventry on Saturday just gone, and we were absolute garbage. So this was a big step up in performance from there. But we've still got another step. I think we've still got another gear in, as I think, from last night.
Yeah. Quick question as well, Matt. Have you played Stoke City yet?
Yeah, we played them twice. Yeah, I beat them at their place and drew at our place. So thankfully, we ain't going to play them again.
Nice.
We've still got to play Stoke at home.
We're Stoke at home. We've won them 1-0 down there, but I hope we can win them up here as well because
Our former manager.
I'll tell you some stories about Alex Neil, our former manager. Basically, he just fucked off. He fucked off to Stoke because of the money.
Yeah.
Halfway between the season.
If they won last night, I think we'd have been level on points with them or only a point behind them. So that shows how it's going.
You did. Where do you... Honest opinion, Matt, where do you think Sunderland will finish under Tony Mowbray?
The playoffs is just crazy. The Championship's a crazy league. I mean, we played Blackburn, for example, on the first game in the new year after New Year's Day, and they were third. And I think they're outside playoffs now. So it's just crazy how things can change. I don't see why Sunderland can't get in playoffs, but there's probably 7 other teams currently outside the playoffs that are probably thinking the same. We've seen with the 2 games we've played against you guys this season, chalk and cheese. At your place, we couldn't lay a glove on you. We just couldn't get anywhere near. That was Mowbray's first game. But then last night, I know I've seen people mention maybe a bit of tiredness with the amount of games you've played, but that I'd expect a better overall performance. Obviously, Stuart being out's a huge blow to any ambitions to doing anything. But yeah, the playoffs are there to be taken. If somebody wants them, you just need to reach out and grab them. But you need that consistency, don't you, to get to make it
Yeah.
there.
So, Paul, we're going to go over to Paul and Jack first, Matt, and we'll get your verdict on Swansea versus Rotherham, how it's going to go. All right, so Coventry versus Sunderland on Saturday for you guys. Obviously, and me as well. So, down at, is it the Rico Arena, Paul? I think it is.
Yeah, I
no,
think
it's
it is.
CBS, Coventry Building Society Stadium.
Is it? Oh. It used to be the Rico, though, didn't it?
Yeah,
but I think, yeah. So it's getting played down there instead. So, Paul, how do you think this game's going to go against Coventry during the weekend? 12:30 kickoff as well for the fans.
I always say, Brad, it is going to be tough. Against the Mark Robbins side, especially. Well, Mowbray said he will make changes on Saturday. Let's hope it is the correct ones. It's on Sky as well. But to be honest, when I came out the ground yesterday, I said to Bowers, I think we've got to win against Coventry to actually try and get us back in that playoff spot. Do I think we're going to do it against them? I don't know. It depends I think it depends what team Mowbray's going to put out against them.
Right, Jack, before we go back to me, Coventry versus Sunderland at the that arena. Well, he said, I can't even remember. Yeah, there's been some funny moments on this travel this season already. I can name about 10. So, Jack, how do you think Coventry versus Sunderland's going to go?
Very tough game. Showing from when we played them at home in the first game of the season, they're a very physical team. They know how to press. They're very good on the ball. We just need to have the right lineup who can control the game, have a good midfielder who can sit down, put the ball to feet and feed into the forward players. We just need to bounce back from the defeat to Rotherham. That's all we need to do is just bounce back. We need to bounce back, get a little bit more confidence into the team. It'll be a very tough game though.
Yeah, it will be definitely because Coventry's nobody's fools either. I think the 9th or 10th in the table. So a question for Matt apparently from UK Trains and Bus. That's Robert Houston. He says, last season, what was it like winning the AFL trophy previous season before you won it? I feel ecstatic, but what is it like winning a trophy since 1996?
Yeah, they were pretty special. I mean, the circumstance as well. I don't know if you watched it. We were 2-1 down and managed to score a 96th minute equaliser, which was pretty special. That you'd sort of almost dream of that at Wembley in the last second of a cup finals. It would just bedlam. To match it with promotion as well, you trophy and promotion double. That's one of the best seasons we've had since like the 50s or something. So it was, a special moment combined with the promotion.
Well, I totally agree with Acacia on this one. She went, we were terrible in the second half as well, but no one was helping Ahmad at all. I don't know why Tony Mowbray didn't take him off.
I think Ahmad needs a rest, actually. I think he needs a rest.
I thought one key player who needed to start last night, and he always helps Ahmad. I thought Patrick Roberts should have started last night for me because him and Ahmad is really good on the ball, both of them players. But I said to me around last night at the match that Rathbone and Ferguson were threats against us. Yeah, they're very dangerous threats as well. Rathbone and Fosu, and obviously you've got your Fergusons in there. You've got your goalkeeper's good as well. Matt Johansson, he's good.
Yeah, we love Victor. He's great.
Yeah. Question is, who will get to Wembley? Accrington Stanley or Bolton Wanderers? Winners play before they're in the AFL Trophy final. So, Paul Wilson, who do you think? Just out of curiosity.
I'm going to say Bolton Wanderers.
Bolton Wanderers? Matt, what do you think?
I'd love Accrington to get there. I think they don't think they've ever been to Wembley before, and I don't like Ian Evatt at Bolton, so I'm going to say Accrington.
Accrington Stanley, it'll be good for them. Jack, what do you think?
Bolton Wanderers by a mile. I'm sorry, Accrington just not good enough to beat Bolton.
All right. For me, Accrington Stanley, because do you know why? I would love Accrington Stanley to get there because one reason why. Get Bolton back because we got beat off them 6-0 at their ground. Remember that ball?
You just have to remind you, Brad, don't you? Just have to remind you.
And that's when
That was last season, Brad.
But come on after the stream with you lads if that's okay to talk about the game when BT is done. Yeah, that's right. Hi boys, says Craig Jeff. Craig Jeff's in the building. All right there, Craig, how are you doing? If Plymouth Argyle will win the trophy, be their first major honour ever, Bolton Wanderers. They haven't won anything since the FA Cup in the 50s. And Accrington be their first major honour. Check out me on comments, Acacia says to Brad. Yes, I've just checked them. Manager merry-go-round last night. QPR now have Ainsworth as boss, Wickham have Bloomfield as boss, and Colchester United have no boss. Leeds United have took the new boss, Garcia. Right, this is a good question as well. Talking about Gareth Ainsworth because this is a mixed football podcast. QPR have signed Gareth Ainsworth on a 3-year deal as manager. What do you think about that, Paul, from Wickham?
I think he'll do well. It's QPR. He I think he used to play for them. So I think he'll do well with them, Brad.
Jack, what do you think about QPR and Ainsworth? What do you think about them?
Very good appointment, to be fair. He's done a very good job at Wickham.
He did.
I think he did a good job at QPR, to be fair. Get that stadium rocking again.
Matt, what's your opinions on Ainsworth and QPR?
It's going to be very interesting. Wickham they had a very specific style of play, didn't they? Very, very specific. There's sort of two questions. Number one, is that going to work in the Championship at full stop? I don't know. And number two, if that's how they're going to play, how are QPR fans going to adapt to that style of play? Because it's not going to happen overnight. It took years for Ainsworth to get that style, get the players in. I'm not sure it's something he'll be able to get in between now and the end of the season. And if he does, is it going to work straight away? it's a risk for him because he's a club legend there. So if it don't go well, it potentially ruins his legacy a little bit. I expect better, and this sounds a bit snobbier of me from a football point of view, but I expect to see better football at QPR than he had because he got better finances, better attraction at QPR. But I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. It's going to be really interesting to see how it goes at this level for him. It's a big test.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Keisha Cameron Judes just said, I just said to my mum in the car a few minutes ago in the car, on the way at home from work, it's going to be a tough against Coventry, and I'm not confident about this game. I'll get on to that point in a minute from my side. I think Sunderland won, Coventry won, says Craig. That's a good prediction, to be honest. As I know a few players who play for them, especially Callum O'Hare and Kyle McFadden. Yeah. Question for Matt again. Who would you have for our team at Rotherham? Bailey Wright, Judy.
Yeah, Bailey Wright's played. Well, Bailey Wright, I don't know if you saw this. Bailey Wright's debut was quite good. He came on and he got knocked out within 3 seconds of the ball being in play and came off with concussion. So that was quite interesting. But yeah, Bailey Wright's done all right, to be fair. I don't know, to be honest with you. Jack Clark's at your place. Jack Clark did us big time. So I'll say Jack Clark he did okay last night. He weren't special, but he did okay.
Yeah, Jack Clark wasn't special than he normally is because I think Bristol City and obviously was it Bristol City and Reading last week, Paul? He was really good against those two sides. And QPR as well, he was good getting those 2 goals. I am okay, brother. You okay? Yeah, I'm all right, Craig. I'm not too bad. Know about the Coventry ones, Brad? Yeah, because occasionally. Let's have a look. Ainsworth will make Akafenua part of the Backrooms team. You know what?
That's interesting.
It's interesting, that, let's have a look. Glad you didn't say Paddy Roberts.
Some actually.
Was Paul Chuckle at Rotherham last night?
Possibly. I think he's club president or something like that, so it could well have been.
Yeah. So we'll get Matt's side from Swansea versus Rotherham on Monday night, and we'll get my side from Coventry versus Sunderland. So, Matt, Swansea versus Rotherham down at the what's that stadium called again, Paul? I don't even know.
New York.
No, Swansea.
I'm just trying to search for.
I don't know why.
Coventry Building Society or something like that.
Swansea City Stadium.
It's Swansea. I thought it was Coventry. Fucking hell.
No. It's actually the Swansea.com stadium. That's where they play at Liberty Stadium.
I got that completely wrong.
Yeah, I got that completely wrong indeed. Check my comment, brother. I have checked your comment occasionally.
It was Russell Martin.
Russell Martin, manager as well. Is it XMK Don's manager, Paul? It is it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah. So MK Don's we were quite good under him. Obviously Swansea up against Rotherham. How do you think it's going to go, Matt, on Monday night?
I think we've got every reason to be positive. Our record on Sky this season is surprisingly good. I think we're unbeaten on Sky after 4 or 5 games, so that's a positive. They've got problems, Swansea, behind the scenes. I know Russell Martin's not particularly happy with the transfer business in January, so that's maybe something we can exploit. There's sort of general unhappiness, and other fans are quite unhappy with the sort of ownership model as well. They went 1-0 up last night against Stoke. I know we all know how bad Stoke have been this season, and they still managed to lose to them. So there's every reason to think we can go there and sort of do a job. And we played them on opening day and drew 1-1 with them. I don't think they've improved, to be honest with you. And I think a lot of Swansea fans will say that, and from being disappointed from that point of view. But they have got quality. They've got individual players who can hurt you. Like every team in the Championship has, they've got 1 or 2 players that if they turn up, we could be in bother. We've got to step it up again. We're away from home. Our away record's horrific in this so far this division. So if we can take it up another level, then we could quite easily come away with 3 points, which should be huge. Taking on to 39 points, within touching distance of survival then. So it'd be a huge 3 points if we can get it over the line.
Indeed, yeah. Coventry versus Sunderland for me. To be honest, don't forget, guys, before I go into the preview for that, I'm on with someone called Ken from the Sky Blues Fans TV tomorrow night at 7:30. So don't miss out on that. Give it a watch. Obviously, if you're from Sunderland, any league championship side who wants to watch that. 2 seconds, I don't know why I got that on. Yeah. Coventry Building Society Arena, Greg, that was the staging for Coventry, mate, not for Swansea. So, how this game's going to go for me, I think we need to make at least 3 changes again. Not other 3 changes what desperately needs to be made. So, these 3 changes needs to go back. Hume, Alessi, and what's the other one? Robert. That's 3 players who need to go back in that squad for me, at least. So, Alessi, put in for Sturgeon. Obviously, you put him for 09 because he played right back last night. And Roberts put him in for Pritchard?
Yeah, it would have been Pritchard.
Yeah, but it's really unfair to leave Pritchard out as well because I thought he was telling Gallagher to keep going last night, wasn't he, Paul? Get going.
I'm pleased he played Pritchard last night, actually, because Pritchard likes to play off the striker.
Yeah, he actually played a number 10 role, doesn't he? It says Alessi almost pulled his hamstring last night.
Yeah, he did. He almost done it.
Yeah, I know. It was a good goal. He put it away against Rotherham as well, but unfortunately the goal didn't stand because obviously 09 fouled the keeper. So it's another one as well.
Yeah, well, Gelhardt almost scored as well. We could have been, if those went in,
we would have been up 3-2.
We would have won 3-2.
Yeah. And obviously Sunderland's record away. That's the only game we've lost since October the 18th away. So
it is.
It's really good, to be fair. Coming up from League One up to the Championship, obviously. Where's Rotherham and Wigan? They've come up. Sorry to say this, obviously, Matt, for your team, but Rotherham are 20th and Wigan are bottom, I think, of the table. And I think Sunderland's the only team what's progressed this season from the League One. They've came up. They've bought the players in the summer who went on loan last season, like Clark and Roberts. They bought them back because Clark and Roberts were loanees last season. They got us promoted. Also brought in obviously your Matete. I don't think did he play last season, Paul? Matete, did he play?
I think he played some games. He didn't play that much, but he played some games.
Oh yeah, he played some games with Alex Neil, didn't he?
He played against Rotherham at home last season when we drew 1-1.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, we did do Rotherham 1-1 up here, didn't we, last season? Obviously, League One's a very depressing, sad times for both clubs. Obviously, I don't think Matt wants to be down there this season either, so that's why obviously no. Obviously, I don't want to be back down there this season, which we're not going to be. Hopefully, mid-table. This is my mindset right now. My head says mid-table and my heart says playoffs. So I don't know what's going to happen. So hopefully my heart's better than my head. But the other thing is what Matt's just said. No, there's like 7 teams down below who's in for that playoff spot as well. It's like who's down there, Paul? You've got QPR. You've got a lot of teams.
Coventry, West Brom.
Coventry, West Brom. You've got Norwich down there as well. Who else you got? Obviously, let's have a look who we got so far. Stoke City. They're only 10 points.
They're not getting playoffs. Come on.
But they're not getting playoffs. Definitely not.
I actually think Alex Neil would take Stoke to League One.
No, he'll be gone by
That's
the
what I'm hoping.
Nah. That's not happening. I think he's going to leave after our game. Himself,
Depending on the result, if we can give them a good battering, I think Neil will be sacked.
Get our game sorted.
Never know, they might keep him though, Brad.
Out of all three clubs promoted, something that are doing really well. Wigan Athletic are going straight back down, and Rotherham United doing okay, but they should press ahead and remain in the league. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why.
No, Craig.
I think you maybe go to Football League One. Hell no,
Not a chance, Craig.
not a chance. We're 18 points off relegation or something. We're probably more than that. 3-0 against Swansea. Rotherham, Stoicacia.
Take that.
Just a Sheffield United, which likes Rotherham as well. Rotherham are definitely going to survive, as I've got mates who are Rotherham fans, so I can't say anything bad about them. Exactly. Reason why I'm saying Rotherham will survive, then they just try their best and don't get up. Craig, I know you're joking. I know you're joking. I know you are. Not being offended by it. Don't worry.
When Bayreuth has played for you, Matt, has he actually been starting games or has he been on the bench for you?
He started against Reading. We've got Grant Hall as well on loan from Middlesbrough, but he's a bit of a crock. He's great, but he can't stay fit. So he's been sort of one off, one on. He had he not been on loan for you guys, he would have played last night because Grant Hall eventually came off injured. So it would have, we needed that. But he'll probably start most games from now on, Baylor. Right? If Grant Hall is injured, which it looks like he is, I would suspect Baylor will play most games. And from what we've seen of him so far, he's been solid. No fuss, no drama, just what you want really at this level.
Yeah.
Obviously in the championship as well, I've just seen that Akpom, he's the current goal scorer in the championship. He scored 19 goals for Middlesbrough in 26 games. Interesting. Very interesting. Obviously Ross Stewart, he done a really good job last season for us, getting us promoted as well. Done an excellent job. He scored a goal down at Wembley as well, didn't he, Paul, to get us promoted as well?
Yeah, he did. So did Embo as well.
Embo as well. Shame to them too as well, being out injured with Corey Evans, a massive. I think those three players were a massive miss for us. Embo, Stewart, Evans. Good news about Gutcho, he's going to come back soon, but we don't know where Gutcho's going to fit.
I think he's going to bench. I think he's going to be better off off the bench. It depends if Hume drops his form or keeps the form he's on.
It'd be the same as Huggins as well. I think Huggins will probably be on the bench when he comes back.
Do you not think Huggins might come in for Alessia sometimes, Paul, if Alessia does break his hamstring or whatever? Hoping not, like, but...
I hope not. Well, I'm saying Mowbray said the other day that Pariakwa is pretty close to actually starting the game for us. He hasn't started the game.
Who's this? I think that's great. He says, I think we'll beat Coventry City 4-0 with Brothers Young to score all the goals.
I don't know who that is.
Imagine if I was a footballer, I'd be banging them away. For the FC. I might even get myself signed up for the under 23s, who knows? Possibly.
I wonder if Lahaji will travel to Coventry actually.
Well,
Since he played the under 21 the other day.
He played 68 minutes in the game as well, Paul, for under 21s as well against Derby.
Yeah, he did.
When he came off.
Apparently, he didn't look too bad, to be fair.
Yeah, Mowbray watched him.
So, I know I've talked you too many times as well where Sunderland's going to finish this season as well, but we're going to get Matt's thoughts on Rotherham first. Where do you think Rotherham United's going to finish in the league, Matt?
Yeah, I'll take where we are now. I'll just take that, and that's fine by me. Yeah, it's difficult because all the 4 teams below us now have all changed the manager and picked up. Warnock's come in, Mick McCarthy's come in at the respective clubs, Lamouche at Cardiff. I said we're only a few wins away from being relatively comfortable, and if one of those comes on Monday, that sort of pulls us properly away from the bottom three. I think 19th, 20th is realistic, but I could see us getting dragged back in and going down. You know, if we perform really badly and go on a run like we did before Tuesday, I could see us dropping back into the bottom three. So it's tough because the championship's tough. But I'll say 20th.
Paul, I bet I've taught you this question about 20 times this season. Where do you think Sunderland will finish in this league?
Well, you never know under Tony Mowbray because every team I think Mowbray's been at, they've always reached top 6.
They have, yeah. They've always reached top 6 in the season.
And at the moment, we are 8th in the table.
Possible to still get playoffs with a point off 5th.
Yeah, we are.
Anything's
Still got a lot of games to come as well.
Yeah, we've got how many games left? We've got 12 games left as well.
Yeah, we have.
36 points up for grabs. So we could get...
Yeah, we haven't got that many midweek games either.
No, that's a good thing for us as well. We've probably got many midweek games because we'll be able to sit and rest now and not worry.
Yeah, so I think our next midweek game is Sheffield
United.
Actually.
Sheffield United. That's a vicious game. Let's have a look. Yeah, next game's against Sheffield United on the 15th of March.
I think there's one more after that. Don't know if it's Huddersfield. We might have midweek.
Yeah, I think it's Huddersfield.
Yeah, you've got Huddersfield on the 18th of April. Huddersfield on the Tuesday night. Let's have a look to see if there's any more. I don't think there is, but we'll have a look.
That's the only last 2 we've got midweek.
Make sure 2 seconds. So it's 50. Yep. You're right. Yeah, that's all the ones we've got. Obviously, we've got an early game against Norwich on the 12th of March. A 12 o'clock kickoff down at.
Thanks, Sky.
It's on Sky as well.
Cheers, Sky.
Keisha says, "Don't, Brad." Question for Matt: did you ever see Football Heroes episode of Chuckle Vision?
I couldn't tell you which episode I've seen of Chuckle Vision. I've seen that plenty with the Rotherham ones. There's one there where they were on the pitch and played. There's a few mentions of the Rotherham beating Chelsea 6-0 in the 80s and a few other episodes as well. They snuck that in as much as they possibly could. Always good to see as a national press.
Right. I don't know what on earth this name's called, but
Why?
Why? Question for Matt. He says, What is a realistic expectation for Rotherham fans? Are you happy being a bit of a yo-yo club?
No, but this is where we are. The change of manager has not held. I felt like if the original manager stayed at the start of the season, I felt like we looked really comfortable under him. You know, I think the change of manager has caused a lot of turbulence and a lot of confidence dropping the players. I think we've seen how I want to call it championship average. You know, you look at it. There's 1 or 2 teams at the top who are really, really good, and then there's everybody else has got like 1 or 2 players difference. So if we can stay up and invest a little bit of money, you know, and try and move up a bit, there's no reason why we can't become a semi-established championship club. But obviously that's what we failed 3 times previously in a row. So it's easier said than done for a club on our budget. But like I said we're within touching distance. So this might be the year we finally break the yo-yo.
Yeah. Paul, how many points do you think we'll go out of 36 remaining?
I'm not sure actually. I think I think it depends really. You know, because fair enough, we have got a couple of players out. Like Ross Stewart, Evans, and Embo. If we had all them, I think we'll probably finish probably at the top of the table. But with them 3 out, I don't know. I'd rather go like game by game, really.
True fact, in the episode of Football Heroes, the Chuckle Brothers actually premiered the venue kit before the fans got their hands on them. The chairman asked if there's our news for next season.
Sounds about right for us at 90s.
Phil Parkinson, what's he doing?
Sunderland had George Dobson. What's he doing here? Can you not pronounce my name, Brad? Certainly not. But you know what? I'm sorry, but I don't know if I want to block you or something. But you know, there you go. So, what we always do, well, we haven't done it in a long time, but we've just started doing it on Monday evening. Paul might know what it is. Don't know about Jack, but yeah, you do know now. We got on share. So guys, we're playing a little game called Kahoot. So if you want to get involved, just type in kahoot.com and just type this code in. When it comes on, just press play and the code will be coming up. This is what we normally play on our podcasts, Matt.
Fair enough.
So 4440368. Matt, you're very welcome to join us as well if you fancy it.
Yeah, I'll get a go.
No bother. Four 4440368 is your number. Dr. Rhino 92, Paul Wilson Matt. Who could Dr. Rhino be? I wonder.
We'll find out.
We'll find out and give you another couple of minutes or so.
By the way, if you're wondering, Matt, the questions actually come up on the screen.
Cool. Perfect.
Give you a couple of minutes, guys. I'll give you still 1:45 and we'll start. Finish at 8, so. Paul's forehead. Oh, well. I know them being called Paul's forehead, so be it. Just to let you know, guys, you can actually join the game when the stream's still on as well. So if the Kahoot starts, you can still join because the code will still be on the bottom. I hope I don't make the same mistake as the other night. It's the comments off. Yeah, they are. Let's just check the comments. No, not having that. Inappropriate names will not be taken. Sorry, will not be taken. So if you want to come and join, please put a sensible name in. I'm not having it tonight. Thank you very much. So, Bradley's Bush. You know, let's have it. So, mixed trivia quiz this evening to get these all going. So, 10 questions. PSG stands for what football team? Paris Saint-Germain, Peace, Chocolate and Greg's, Police That Ginger, or Pam Saint-Germain? So one sensible answer there. Red, we all for red. Matt's in the lead. Paul Wilson second, Brad is in third, Doc Paul's 4 heads in fourth. Oh. Second question. How many pins are there in bowling? 6, 8, 10, or 12? Think about what you want to say. 10. Nice. Well, I said that one. Question 3. What is the second Harry Potter book called? I think some people might know this in this podcast. Not naming anybody. Everyone got that right. Potter's the Chamber as a sequel.
I've got the book somewhere.
What is officially? I don't know what that is, but you know, what is officially?
There's a question from
Is it
Jack
a baguette?
Dodds in the comments, Brad, about Kahoot.
Type of fish, Peter Foden, or statistics. We'll have to have a look after because
Jack's asked
It's
if
free.
you could change it again. If you could start
What do you
again
mean?
so he could join. Like from the start.
tell you what, we'll do another one after this. If you want to do another one, Paul. Question 5, halfway through. What club did you mean before move to in 2004? Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, or Fulham? Tottenham Hotspur. We all got that one right. Question 6. What is the name of the king who died on the throne in 1547?
God, we're not this old, you know.
I bet Brad didn't make this up.
If Brad did, he's definitely used Google.
Henry VIII, yeah, he died in 1547 on the throne.
You didn't make this quiz up, Brad, did you?
Yes, I did. What's local is I'm loving it? Burger King, Subway, McDonald's, or Pizza Hut? Oh, we all got that right. McDonald's again, we all got that right. Question 8 out of 10. What shop can you buy 6-inch subs and footballs from? Yeah, 4 people got that right. Well done. Paul's forehead's making a big move in third place. To Belarus. Ooh. Minsk, Wellington, Dakota, or Athens? That's a question for this one. Answer for this one. So. Well done, Matt. Edinburgh Zoo is the biggest zoo in the UK. Is that true or false?
I should know because I've actually visited this one.
No, it's false. The biggest zoo is in London. I can't remember its name, but it's definitely in London. The name of the zoo in that place. I don't know what it's called though. Third place was Paul's forehead. Well done to Paul's forehead. Matt in second place. First place.
And Brad is first, of
I
course.
have Brad.
You'll be first because you know you did the question.
He knows the answers.
Runners up was Paul. So, let's have a look. That's it.
Yeah, there was a question from
I
Jack
have
Dodds.
quite a few comments. It's on my mind in here. So it's number 9. Interesting. Bradley, mate, can you start a game, please? And I didn't get the chance to join. Vote for another game, Paul. Do you mind?
I don't mind.
Jack, do you mind?
It doesn't matter, me. I can't play them when you want to buy. So I'm just sitting there going through the questions in my head.
Matt, do you mind just for another 5-7 minutes of your time?
Yeah, that's fine, mate.
No bother. 2 seconds. You know what? We're gonna get that stream back on again then. 2 seconds.
Which one's he going to
Hold
pick
on.
now?
The maths one, there he is.
I'm just know which ones it is.
No, God.
Oh,
For this one. This is a quiz what I didn't make up, so don't blame me for the questions. I didn't make this quiz up. Come on, what's it going to do with itself? Right, Jack, you're more than welcome to join now, mate. Come on, more than welcome. There you go. We'll wait till about 7:55. We'll wait for this one, so we'll give you a couple of more minutes this time. 8, 3, 5, 1, 4.
the name that just come in.
May I know, Mr.
Me, I'm Normus Bush. What the hell? Who's this person?
Is this Paul in disguise?
Nah, I'm thinking that name might be Jack Dodds.
Could possibly be.
Or is it you?
Tell you what, to get started. No, I'm JC Mowbray. You know what that stands for? Jaffa Gate Mowbray. That's what it stands for. So, 11 questions this time, guys, instead of 10. Jump this an extra one in. Harry Potter trivia. So, we'll start easy. You love Harry Potter, but do you know everything there is to know about Harry Potter? Answer this time. That one is. Don't know what the heck that's happened there. How many different Harry Potter books exists? 6, 7, 8, or 9? 8. Whoever said that is correct. I think maybe Paul Wilson. Yes, it is. Well done, Paul.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking of the one I've got.
Who's this?
Oh,
Do you know who it is?
yes.
Looks like Emma Watson to me. J.K. Rowling. Yeah. Got that wrong. Never mind, Braz. Easy to get back into the game. I don't know much about Harry Potter. When is Harry Potter's birthday?
Harry Potter.
30th, 31st, 23rd, or 2nd of July. Where is it?
And
What's your guess?
I'm just saying the comment.
July the 31st. Maths top. Ooh. True or false? Muggles can make potions. True or false? Muggles can make potions. Can Brad get back on the leaderboard or can he not? False! They can't. Who said that?
Be Matt. I guess.
Matt played on which Quidditch team? Hufflepuff, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, or Gryffindor? Gryffindor, of course, he did.
Yeah, that's the house she owns.
Of 11. Harry and Voldemort are actually related, true or false? Could have swore I heard this was true the other week. Yeah, it is. It's true. Question 8. Double points. Ooh, double points. Dumbledore is Old English for which animal? Look at the picture, look at the picture. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. The bumblebee. Oh, look at JC Mowbray's coming up. Oh, look at this. Which year was it? 1996, 1997, 1998, and 1999. I think the movie was made in 1990 something, I can't remember. But I've just took a big guess on this one. I hope I get this right. Oh, actually got it right as well. 1997. Oh. Jaffa Mowbray come from first to last to first, sorry. Right, here we go. Harry Potter's parents are James Potter, Vernon Potter, Dudley Potter, or Lily Potter. I think I got this one. Oh, I think I got this wrong. Oh, crap. I think I got this wrong. I think I have. James. Oh, James, yeah. So, last question. Double points again. For his birthday, wrong days, Harrier. Sellotape. Denominator, a secret escape. Or time turner. Just guessing here, I don't know. A secret snake. Third place. JC Mowbray. Jaffa Mowbray. Second place was Paul Wilson. How dare you take over me? First. Right, guys. I don't know what's happening here. 2 seconds. It was froze. Oh, Jack's gone. I didn't even see that. Jack's gone. Look. Can you do a Sunderland quiz, says Phil Parkinson, in the next video, which is on Monday night with the Coventry fan. I will do a quiz for that as well. So don't you worry. A B, much better idea. For the next video, why not give Matt SB on the channel? Him and his sister Sophie both are Coventry fans. Yeah, we might do that. We may have Matt on Monday evening. Not this Matt, obviously, but another Matt from Coventry will have. Sorry, Brad, 4 to 6 seconds. Don't worry. 1996, that's wrong. First edition downstairs, that's 96. James and Hill, Shag. Denominator, and eyes, political crime. So, guys, for tonight, for tonight's stream is over. So, thank you for coming on, Matt. I do appreciate it. And good luck to you for the rest of this.
And you guys, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Matt.
No worries.
Catch you later, Matt. Take care.
And you, cheers, guys.
Ta-ra. So, Paul Wilson, did you think Matt was a great guest for Rotherham? I thought he was a great guest for Rotherham.
Yeah, he was, actually.
Compared to other guests what we've had on in the past. So, that's it from me as well. And Paul, will see on. We can talk a bit fully now because guests have gone. So we will catch you later, guys, on the next RWA Productions, which is on Monday night. And don't forget,
catch you on Monday.
I'm on Sky on Thursday night on the Sky Blue.
On Sky?
Not on Sky, not really Sky.
Here we go.
Northumbria, please. Can you pass on the Paul when somebody needs to attend court in the morning? Oh, are you being naughty, Paul?
I'd love to know who's behind that account.
I might know who's behind that account. I definitely might know who's behind this account.
So, I think I know who it is.
Right then, guys. Take care. And Paul's on Alf the Mackham show on Friday, so stay tuned for that one as well. From 8:30, is that correct, Paul? Once again, is it?
Yeah, 8:30.
8:30. And the week after, I'm going to message myself on Twitter and see if we can both get on. Oh, he's being a naughty boy, as he Northumbria Police. Is he being a naughty boy, yeah? Some words with him. He gets blocked on Twitter, by the way, Northumbria Police. He gets blocked by many fans. So take care. Goodbye for now. God goes with you, and we love you so much. Thank you, guys.